Malcolm, I've always been fascinated at the early jobs that actors have before they're actors. Now, in Manchester, weren't you a coffee salesman for a while?
I was. Liverpool.
Yeah.
Close. Yes, I was a coffee salesman. Sold coffee in the north of England. Had my little car full of samples. Off I went, driving over the moors. And you know, many years later, I wrote those experiences down, and they became a film called Oh Lucky Man. And that was the germ of the idea for the movie. And it kicked off this movie made by this very great director, Lindsay Anderson, who unfortunately he died 2 months ago. So I'm on my way through New York to London to his memorial at the Royal Court Theatre. It'll be quite a night.
When you count the people who are influential in your career, wasn't there a retired silent movie actress who gave you a lot of advice?
Mrs. Harold Ackley. Why Harold? I have no idea. But yes, she was an extraordinary woman. And she was 82. I went to her for elocution lessons to get rid of my Liverpool accent, you know, because I used to speak like the Beatles, you know, like that. And she was an adorable lady. And in fact, she didn't really teach anything, but just to hear her speak was enough, you know. She thought great acting was when you sat on a sofa with a cup of tea in a china cup and saucer and stuck the pinky out. And then she could tell whether it was good acting or not. It was to do with etiquette, really. But she was a wonderful, wonderful woman. An extraordinary, a magical woman. She was really a magical. And then I went through this Lambda, I got these things, and I ended up in a repertory theatre. And I remember I sent her a letter saying what had happened and that I'd been offered this job in the theatre. And sadly she died soon after. But she was a big influence on me in a strange way.
Now, you made kind of an appearance on a very popular American television show not too long ago, Frasier.
No, I didn't make an appearance, but they asked me to call in, and I did as a doctor, and I had to pretend that I was very interested in Roz, and it was fun. I love that show, by the way, so of course I was happy to do it.
You know, we did a story recently on Star Trek memorabilia and how people are just collecting stuff left and right.
Good.
Did you notice any special precautions when you were doing this movie about people protecting props, and what was the security like doing the show?
Oh yes, I mean, you know, but I must say they were very nice. Rick Berman made a present to me of the gold watch that Soren has, and it's a rather beautiful watch and rather an expensive one. And I took it to the jeweler and had them inscribe it with the line, "Time is the fire in which we burn," and the date of the death of Captain James T. Kirk.
Now, there's one scene in the movie, and I was watching it, and I saw in the trailer initially, and I just wondered how you felt doing it, is when you're sitting up on that contraption on the rock formation, and this helicopter with the camera is flying at you. Yeah. What was going through your mind when you were standing up there on that thing?
It was a bit deja vu. I thought I was in Blue Thunder again, you know. Is this the one like this, trying to get to the Nexus? Yes. That was fun. It was fun. I was just, you know, it was strange because they had to do it. They had 10 minutes to get the shot, and everybody was panicked, and everybody had to get down, hide, you know. So you didn't really know what you were getting. You were just hoping it was going to be all right.
And one quick final question. This is for a story we're going to do about a year from now, is when actors are called back to reshoot material. In this film, what exactly did they reshoot on this film?
It's hard to say, but I think the ending, the stuff on the bridge, the explosion on the bridge, and then, you know, all that, and me climbing up, shooting, and the Predator sequence when I'm talking and walking down the thing, and then go into this cage and say something about, whatever it is, I can't remember the dialogue now, but all that we reshot. And the thing was that I had my hair cut. I went on vacation to Italy and had an Italian barber give me a real crew, right? A bit like it is now. So thank God they called me to say, look, you know, we're going to do reshoots in a couple of months. So I let my hair grow, hopefully back. But of course I can see it's a little bit shorter, you know.